Seat Leon 1.6 automatic. Oh, jossed it, he's jossed it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and to another auction video. Now we're going to have a look at part 2 of my latest auction video to Aston Barclay Breeze. Now if you haven't checked out part 1, you can find it in the link description. Have a click there. There is an hour long episode and this is another probably about an hour as well, so you've got quite a lot there to get your teeth into. Now in part 2, we broke this video up because it was at the auction for quite a while and we did actually reasonably okay on the day. We won 1 in the last video, but the question is, did we win any more? Well, let's have a look in part 2. Let's have a look at the prices as well, see if things improved on the day, and have a look at some vehicles. So let's have a quick look at what happened in my part 2 video at Aston Barclay. Today's video is sponsored by Vehicle Score. Vehicle Score is a vehicle checking service which is completely free to use. Simply go to vehiclescore.co.uk and type in a registration number. By doing that, you will get a score, a bit like a credit score from 1 to 999. Using Vehicle Score's algorithm, it can break down the MOT history, the mileage, and using that information will give you an independent score to that vehicle. You can compare that score to the average car in their database to give you extra information to make an informed decision when buying a car. The free check also gives you lots of free information about that particular vehicle. It'll also give you information on the MOT history, the mileage history. It'll give you information of the vehicle itself and all its spec. It'll give you a free valuation and it'll also give you an estimated lifespan of the vehicle. And if you want more, guys, they offer it because they also have 2 comprehensive reports. They have the salvage report and the ultimate report. Now the salvage report will check to see if your car has ever been scrapped, whether it's ever been stolen, whether it's ever been used as a taxi, whether it's been imported or exported. But also, crucially, it will do a salvage check to make sure the car has never been involved in a salvage auction. What I mean by that, guys, you get a lot of cars that get damaged, don't go through the insurance company and become what's called unrecorded write-offs, or category U we call them in the trade. Basically, they go into salvage auctions, no registered mark against them against an insurance company, damaged, they get bought, repaired, and they can be put back on the road. So it's always crucial to make sure you have a salvage check done. But if you want more, you can get the ultimate report. The ultimate report covers everything in the salvage report, plus it will also make sure the car's never had any mileage clocking issues, VIN number problems, plate changes, Experian finance check. That is an absolute crucial one, guys. It's making sure the car is free of finance. It checks to make sure there's no outstanding hire purchase or logbook loans or anything like that. But it also covers a standard insurance write-off check to make sure the car, in case it has been categorized, you can find out. So make sure it's not a Cat N or a Cat S. Both reports offer fantastic value. Car UK viewers get a 15% discount by using the promo code CARUK15. Type in CARUK15 to get your 15% off either of those 2 checks. Remember, guys, the basic check is completely free. Get yourself over to vehiclescore.co.uk, type your registration number in now and get started. Another one for me, little cheap Corsa. Bit battered this, if I'm honest with you. I'll show you the details. Lot 26, 1 litre EcoFlex, so it's a cheap road tax one, 98,000 miles, 4 former keepers. Clean and green on the report, which is good, but it's got a ding in the wing there, and caught. Bumper's not great, not slightly out of line. Offside's alright, pretty clean. Starting to go at the bottom of the arch there, usually where they go, the wing and the bumper, where the back of the wing and the bumper meet. Tailgate's okay, the badge is a bit worn, but other than that, got a mark there. The door, is it just not shut properly, or is it? No, it's alright, it's just not been shut properly. So it wants a bit of paint. It's probably going to end up in a wing at least. Quarter paint at the back, and then mopping over because it will stand out like a sore thumb. Paint a bit flat, but it will come back. White cars always come back, they always polish up well. So it wants a bit of paint. On a 60 plate with 98 thou on it, to me, as a retail car, it looks like 24.95 really. Steering wheel's a bit worn. Could do a change in the steering wheel probably. Definitely wants a valet as well. But it looks like a 24.95 car if you get the paint right. Booking mat says below average 300 quid. Compressor just kicked in. It's not going to do 300 quid on a 60 plate. 610 quid average. Clean a grand. It's not clean. I'd say that's probably going to do around the 600 quid mark. We'll see. Golf. 2-litre diesel. However, there is a little bit of a hidden detail in this. I'll show you in a sec. 112,000 miles, 2 former keepers. Got a marker down on vehicle operation. Looks a clean old thing. Pre-facelift, well, on 09 they changed them off. It was 59 or 09. It's uprated the front end. They looked a lot smarter car. Poor brakes, it says there. So we've obviously got a braking issue. Probably got burst brake pipe or spongy brakes, or maybe hard brake pedal. They do suffer with servo problems on these Golfs of this era. Got a little scratch on the door there, but that probably will buff out. Overall, it ain't too bad. However, SDI, yes, non-turbo. Now it's a good old engine, the SDI engine. Ran in a lot of Volkswagens and group cars from early 90s really, or sort of mid 90s, up until around this period. I think this must be one of the last on the SDIs, because they pretty much outlawed them around 2008-9 because of the emissions situation. They had to comply with emissions control, and they never really quite met the bill. So this must be one of the last in SDIs. If I'm wrong, tell me, but I've not seen any 58 onwards. That's the newest one I've ever seen with a 2-litre SDI in. Book price, not a lot. Average 300 quid, clean 700. Ain't gonna do 300 quid, even with bad brakes. £500–600? Probably have a go at that, to be honest. Even with bad brakes. What's that arch doing? Repairing. But an SDI, at least it's more simplistic. You haven't got to worry about turbo problems and camshaft problems and crank problems you get on some of the 2-litre TDIs, at least. Skoda Fabia 1.4 TSI BRS DSG, 1 former keeper, 73,000 miles on a 14. Little pocket rocket that with a DSG box in. Now you have to be careful with DSG boxes, they're not reliable, drive absolutely amazing, but can bite you. So you have to be careful with them. Lovely colour though, and a lovely car. Now it's not something I'm going to buy, it's just not my sort of car that I'd be buying for what I deal in, but we'll see what it does. I like the colour, very Marmitey I'm sure, but I do like that. So a scuff on that door once buffing up that, make it a million times better. So you've done 73,000 miles, clean 4.3, average 3.6, retail 6 grand. Zafira, 2009 1.6 petrol Zafira. This is on my radar. Got 84,000 miles and it's an exclusive model. It's not booking it a lot. They do good money those Zafiras, in fairness, if you get one that's half right. Wants a bit of paint on that front bumper. That needs sorting. Wants going into the wing as well. So a little bit of paint. Marker down on vehicle operations, so we've got an issue there we need to factor in. Like I said, done 84, 4 former keepers. The rest of this side's okay. Wants a little bit of a mopping, but other than that, it's okay. Got a little bit down there. More of a scuff than a dead scratch, that, so that probably will tidy up. It's not too bad. Like I said, big old bus these. You've always got to check what they're like inside. Usually all the rear belt buckles are always fell to pieces. The kids have been messing about with them, but that one's okay. Doesn't look too bad inside actually. Wants a basic valet, bit of shampoo up, but not horrendous. Retail on that is probably 2.5 grand, just under maybe. We want paint on it, so it needs to be around 600–700 quidish mark to buy. It probably wants a couple hundred quid to tidy up a bit. So yeah, we need to be getting it around the grandish mark, all in with the fees. Stand any chance really of getting any sort of money out of it, and even then we've got to be careful on the budget. Not too bad these, they're just basically just Vauxhall Astras sort of bulked up, so similar setup underneath. Axle bushes, wishbone arms are quite common, but they're all really cheap stuff to buy. We've done so many of these over the years, it doesn't really phase us working on these. So we'll see what that does. That was one for us to get. We haven't got any 7-seaters at the moment, so we can buy that, I'll be pleased. Here's an interesting one. Smart car. Why interesting? Why do you say that? Well, it's because of what the engine's in it. Usually little motorbike type engine they have in these. This has got a CDI Passion, so it's a diesel. Now I generally can't tell you what diesel engine's in it. I've never seen one with a diesel engine in. I think someone said I did do a diesel one, but I've never come across one. It's a really strange thing. That must be super good on fuel. Be interesting to see what that does. I'll put down here what it does MPG wise, because I haven't got a clue. I hate these, by the way. They're horrible to drive. They're quite fun. You know, if you want to borrow one and use it for a day, you go, yeah, great. But you wouldn't want to live with one. You wouldn't want to drive one all the time. I mean, even for its size, and go, well, it's easy to park around cities and that'd be great. But you couldn't probably drive that in London anymore anyway. But there's just better small cars out there than these. They're just so expensive to fix. Not booking it a lot though. Average 640 quid on a 59 plate. Ain't gonna do that. Clean £1,000. I suspect it'll do around £1,000. If it was less than £1,000, I'd be tempted to have a go of it. I think I'm dancing my death there. Maybe I pull my hand pulled and have a go. What's it worth? Well, according to this, it's worth 2,200 quid, which doesn't seem a lot of money. No. Anyway, we'll see what it does. 3,500. Now I've got a couple of these already, so I don't really need another one. But it is cheap, and if it was bottom book, I'd have a go. So 1.2 Lounge, 72,000 miles on an 11 plate. Although it's got a marker down on dash, marker down on vehicle operation, so that's put me off straight away. There's an issue with these at the moment. It's if you need clutches. If you need a clutch one of these, and particularly not so much the actual clutch plate, the slave cylinders, which are very common for going and squeaking. Trying to get hold of one is a nightmare. We had a warranty claim on one recently. We managed to get hold of one, but we had our pants taken down trying to get one. They're usually about 40-50 quid to buy, the slave cylinders. Now they're about 3 or 4 times that, and you cannot get them. We had to search everywhere to get hold of one. Just a massive shortage. Even the dealer struggling to get them. So if you buy one of them and needs a clutch, you're in serious trouble, because you just can't get the parts currently. Now eventually that will resolve itself, I'm sure, with supply and demand. But it is something you've got to factor in when buying them. I don't really need a third one, and it does need a little bit of paint. It's got a big ding there, caught there, wing mirrors hanging off, ding in the bonnet, ding there. It is bottom book, which is 1,300 quid, which is cheap for 11 plate with 70 foul on. And if I didn't have any, I would buy it and have it painted and risk it, even with vehicle marker on it. But I don't need that risk currently, but we'll see what it does. Scirocco, 73,000 mile, 2-litre SSI, 180 Blue Motion Tech GT. There's a mouthful, 66 plate, all clean and green on the report. Yep, freeform keepers. Nice colour, love the colour. Not getting anywhere with Scirocco's with me recently. I've not managed to. I did get close to one at Aston Barker Donington a few months ago, and I should have bought it. It was a bit high mileage diesel one, early one, like a 10 or 11 plate, I think it was. And it was around £2,000-ish mark, and I bottled it. I should have bought it. To this day I'm kicking myself, because it would have made a great car. But this one's not on our radar, on a 66 plate. Got a scratch there. Probably will buff out, doesn't feel deep. Nice thing. It's booking at about 8.5 grand. Retail on that. According to this, it's 12,500. So it's, sorry, bottom book's 8.5 grand. It's more like 9 or 10 grand to buy, sort of in that condition. I love them. I mean, it's just a Golf, but a Golf in drag. I don't know what it is about them. They're just such a nice, elegant car. Let's see what we've got outside. 232 Focus. Later shape Focus on the 86,000 miler. One former keeper. In ruby red. Headlights missing up internally. The seal's probably gone on the back, or someone's not put the cover back on when they put the bulb in. Pretty clean. That's touching in there. Scuff there will come out, that'll touch in. I don't need to trouble the paint man with that one. These latest shape Focuses still hold the money really, really well. You compare this to a 60 or 61 plate, because I think they changed on 61 plate. This is the changeover year. Miles of difference in the book price. I bet you, I've not checked yet, but I bet you this is booking probably 2.5 grand. Let's have a look. 232. Yeah, 1.6 petrol, 86,000 miles. Average a little bit less, 2,175. Clean 2,650. So it wasn't far off. It's between average and clean, so it probably is 2,400 quid. Retails 4.4 on it. £4,400 for 11 plate Focus. That seems a lot. I would have thought that was 3,995, 3,750, something like that. I mean, the book doesn't mean it's right, don't get me wrong, it might do less than that. Anything less than 2 grand, my hand's going up with that mileage on. I suspect it probably just do a shade over it. I would like to see that around the 3750, 3500 quid mark retail, because I've seen them for that sort of price. Book suggesting more than that, but we'll see. We'll have a go. Got a van in, not 223. Be a Peugeot partner on a 66 plate. Trims are missing there off that cover. Is that what's addressing? 1.6 Blue Motion or Blue HDI, 75 professional. Nice specky on it. 1 former keeper. Engine operation marker down on it. Main agents put this in, and that to me would be a typical main agent vehicle. No trim there. We've got a ding on this bottom of this wing. That cover's been damaged as well, probably from the impact of that wing. I don't think there's anything untoward going on there. I just think it's just had a knock and broke the trim. Nice colour though. Usually, you know, it's better to have a colour on it than just a bog standard white. Seats want cleaning, typical van. Nice little smart van. I do like the partner van. I think they are a good van. 1.6 HDI is a okay diesel engine. Sadly, it gets restricted a lot with modern ones for the emissions control DPF AdBlue, which is a pain on these. The early ones before all that nonsense was a bit better. What's that booking at? 233, sorry, lot number. 62,000 miles. Will be plus VAT, remember that, guys. Clean 4.5, it's not clean. Average 3.8, below average 3 grand. I'd say that's probably 3,600 quid plus VAT. So you're not VAT registered, you're paying what, the best part of 42, 43 at the sort of 3.5 grand bidding. So you've got to take that into account, plus fees. It can become an expensive van. Retail on it is 6 grand. So, I mean, if you want a cheap van, you know, a bit of trim on it on that side, arch liner, not much to fix that. I could get that repaired probably for a few £100, buy the trim, paint that wing, arch liner cover, job done. So it's not impossible. Now, I don't really buy vans, to be honest with you. I used to in the early days, not so much now, mainly because they've just gone daft since COVID, so I've just kept away from them. And they are tricky things to sell, so we say you get a lot of messes on vans. But they do fly out the door. If you get a good van, it will always sell. They're easy to sell vans than it is cars, but you just get a lot of them either, and they're just really difficult to buy, especially now these days. But we'll see what that does anyway. It'll be interesting to see what the vans are doing. Lexus IS Saloon 250 in Doom Blue, not a nice colour. There's shit on there. I'm not going to touch that because avian flew around, you know what I mean? Don't want to get myself struck down. But that bonnet looks like it ain't going to buff up. That looks like that bird has well and truly mullered that front end, which is a shame. So you could be looking at a big paint bill there, so you've got to be careful. Colour's not the best. I don't like Doom Blue, but it is a Lexus, cream leather, 68,000 miles, 4 former keepers. Yeah, the 250 SE petrol. If you're going to buy one of these, of this model, I'd get the petrol. The diesels, oh god, I've never come across a good diesel one. They always seem to have problems with them. Electrical issues, emissions control problems, not running right, injector faults. They're just not a great engine. You wouldn't think that from Lexus, because I mean, they used to make half decent engines, but they just seem to be better at making petrol engines or supplying petrol engines than the diesels. So I wouldn't buy a diesel one, and they do come up very cheap as well, the diesels, but I just will not buy them because I've been bitten twice on them, and I've no dealers who've bought them as well and have had headaches, so I just keep away. But a petrol one, yes, I would buy one, but not that one. It's the wrong colour. The bonnet is definitely marked too bad to be warranting trying to buff it up. It won't come back. It's scratch here. Bonnet wants completely repainting, and the bottom bumper, that light looks like it's not going to clean up either. It's faded anyway, so yeah, you're in for a bit of a bill there. Number plate's probably missing because it's probably had a Cherish plate on it, in case you're wondering. Book wise, below average 2.6, which is where I see it. Retail on it though is 5.5 grand. So, you know, if you're handy with a paint gun, you know, there's some profit in that for you, but it's not one for me. Yeah.
Next one is lot 63. I think the airway, this one's class 1 golf. Yeah, just just FYI on line, don't want to be unfair, just to be nice and transparent. Looks like the brakes are a bit more, I've got 4 brakes written all over the windscreen, so just bear that in mind. I know it's an auction, but I like
Brakes, 4 brakes, brake pedals hard.
I'd like to let you know.
Not got, servo's not working basically. Common fault on them.
That'll have got conscious. 253, bring it out. 50, 254, 450, 455, part it out, 50, 550, 6, 50, 7, 700 pounds, 25, 50. Says no, 750 in front of me. 750, 750, 750 once, twice, and 21. Oh, here we go. Is that still legit? Right, next one in, Lola 64 chaps. That is a 1414, that's Skoda Fabia BRS also. Aston Barclay Green, which is the selling
Aston Barclay Green.
Tinto roof, got to go, 1 miles to bundles and bundles of history there for you lads. It's a nice old thing. Look at it, we've got 3 grand to start, 3,000 pounds, 3 million, all day long for us, 1 on the net, thank you, 31, 31, 32 in the room, 32 in the room, 32, 33 is on the net, 34 is in the room, 34, 34, 35 online, sold, 6 in the room, 36 bid, in the room, 32 bid, 36, 38 on the net. Right, start there, 38. 9 in the room, was in the room, 39, in the room, 4 on the net, 4 bid, 1, 41, 41, 41 bid 2, 3, 43,
Wow.
44, 45, 45, 46, 47, 47, yes or no, 8, 9, 49, 49, 49, right out there, 40, number 5, says no, 5,000 down, new money, anyone else on the plate, take a 50 quick, 5,000 down, we'll do once, twice, and 5.
A bit of a blow the Fiat.
This one, the Fiat 500 now, 72,000 miles there, for your history is in there as well. Again, it's going to be cheap, lads, cuts to 250, on the half of the book. A brand starts, house about me, one of the money, get on the line, little bit, total sell, 1,100 pound, little bit.
It's a very cheap car, but I don't need a third Fiat 500. I need to fix the 2 I've got first.
12 in, 12 down, 50 on the net, 12.50, 12.50, 13 on the net. 13 says no.
Creeping a bit now.
13, 13, 13, 13, 50, 13, 50, 14, 14, 14, 14. Yes or no? 1,400 pound a bit. 50, 40, 50, 50, 50, 50, and 50, 16, 16, 16, 16, and 60 to be. Win Essex at 16.50. Yes, he is. 16.50, 16.50, and 60 to 50 once, twice, and legend 16.50.
I know, I've got you written all over it, Mal.
Run it on red.
Go out.
Next one, number 66 and 59, oh nice marble to fashion. Warren Mars. There we go, we're around that one in boys, little smart car. There we go. You got 5 at the start, half a book.
I'll have a go at that.
He's there first.
Oh.
Quickest. 6, 7, 8.
Well, this man's having it anyway.
1,000.
Man possessed.
11 in front.
Hey, up on book.
11, 15.
It's overbooked.
11.50 behind.
Magic.
11.50. Anyone else? 11.50.
But it seems quite low on that.
Twice and 12.
12 online.
Come on there, 12 about 12 in, 12 in, 15, 12, 15, 12, 15, 12, 50, 12, 50, 50, once, twice, and S.
This is coming in a Hyundai i10, it's a Cat N 1.2 petrol in white. They're not booking it a lot, done 88,000.
Next one, number 67, number 16, 13, Hyundai, I'll explain this one, category, any insurance loss. What do we go? Over around this one, the chaps. Some anyway, we're going to be £500 all day long. £500 a bit of meat, nice and cheap. £600 in the room, £700 in the room, 7 big. And it's time to sell it, £800 in the room, 8 big, 9 in the room, 9 big, 9 big, 1,000, 11, 11. Yes or no? 12 around online, 12 around a bit, 12 bid, 12 around a bid, 50, yeah, 12 around a bid, 12 around a bid, 12 around a bid, 13 on the net, 13, 50, 30, 50, 30, 50, 14 on the net. 50, 40, 50, 40, 50, it's not enough. 40, 50, 40, 50, 40, 50, once, twice, and done. Next residential comes up, you're on the 26, next to 60, 11, the 1 litre petrol, these are very cheap to insure, first time drivers, champs.
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
98,000 miles. There we go, so anyway, £500 for that, boys. £500, thank you. £500 a bit, £500, £500, 6 bits.
Time and change, now it's like bottling.
Oh, they all do, don't they?
What?
They all do.
Let's go to 1 litre.
No, not for me. I'm not short of course at the moment, so I don't really want to pay a premium in here for them.
Thank you, Michael. 50 outside, 750, 750, who's next? 750, 750, 750, last call, not going once. £800 fresh money, 8 bid, you bid, 50.
Really 1200.
Up to you, 850, 9. Took the room. What's new online? £900, he says no outside, 50's online.
Wow.
950 bid, 950, 950, thank you gentlemen, 950 bid.
Doing clean money and he wants 300, 400 quid worth of paint, so it's average. £200-300 too dear for me, that.
This one is a very, very rare thing to come by. Don't see these. Mercedes C10 Travelline. You did not see these.
It's a rare old thing, that. It's like Merck's version of a Berlingo. Basically, it's a Renault Kangoo. That's all they are. Don't let the Merck badge fool you.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I'll let you keep the racks. What do we go? Captain 9, 50 there for you boys. What do we go? Someone like a bit. We'll start. 7,000 pound to go. 7 in. All day long. Very well fine now, boys. 7,000 pound. All day. 7 in. 7 in. 7 in. That's 7,000 over there. 7 in. 7 in. 7 in. 7 in. 7 in. 7,000 over there. 5 seats up. That's 7,000 over there. Come on, boys. 7 in. 7 in. 7 in. That's 7,000 over there. 7 in. 7 in. 7 in. 7 in. 7 in. It's work out all day long, boys. Absolutely 10. That's 7,000 over there. Well, now you're waiting. Ouch. 6 I'm in. 6 grand. 6,000. I'm in. 6 bid. That's 6. 6,000 out of bid. Yes or no? That's 6,000 out of bid. I'm in. That's 6 bid. 1. 6 1. 6 1. 6 2. 6 2. 6 3. Gonna sell now. 4. 5. 6. 6 6. 6 7. 6 8. There have it. What a gentleman. 6 8. That's 6 7 6 7 6 8. 6 7 Going once. 6 8. Going twice and done. Thank you.
The Ford Focus coming in up 61 plate in the red one. Nice thing this. I'd like to buy it, but I think we're going to struggle. We've not had much success today really. We've had to give strong money, so we'll see. I'll try and buy it.
Next one is 232. It is the Carukchannel. There we go. 86,000 miles already there for you lads. What do we go? More miles 200 there for your history to all that spec. We got capsule 2 50. We got 1,500 quid for that. 15. Your big sir. 15 bid. 15 a bid. 15. 15. 15 a bid. 1,500 pound a bid. Yes or no? 15's in the room. Are we up? 15. Yes or no? What is 16 on the right? 17's there. 18. 19. 2. 15. 1. 50, 2, 50, 3.
Yep, I'm on it.
Thank you anyway, 2, 3. I'll sell that, I'll take a risk. 2, 3 months. Twice, and the history is all there for you lads. 1 last, you over in the book there for you. Got the privacy glass into that clean, waste the wrong car again. Cancel for the water.
Done 116, 2 litre diesel, blue motion.
Lads, 3 round. In 1. 2, 32, 33, 33, 33, 33, 33, 33, 34 on the net, 34, you hit 34, 35 in the room, 35, 35, 35, Tony Sell, 35, 36 is there, 36 is there first, 37 was in my line first, 38, 39, 39, 39, 39, 39, 39, you in 4, 4, 4, 4,000 pound, 4 bid, 4
70,000 miles. $170,000 miles. Got a misfire though.
300.
Oh, they're all over it. They're all over it.
300 25. 325, 350.
Oh, they're all on it.
350 dead in front. 350, 350, 350. Last one, 350 once, twice, and
Count them out. Doom Blue Lexus next in.
124 is next one. That's a Lexus. A lot of car for money, chaps. Lexus IS 250, 68,000 miles there for you as well. Take a good look around that. It's cheap. Premium doors. I think the relevant C-Class can cover at least $2 grand more. What do we go? A bit. 2,700 quid. But nothing that. Lexus for 27. Thank you. 27 in. 27 in. 28 I'm in. 28, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, 50, 29, 53. £3,000. Free bid, free bid, free bid. Free bid, free bid, free bid, free bid, free bid. Petrol, £3,000 bid is here. Yes or no?
That's about its money, I'd say.
£3,000 bid. Last
Probably got 500 quid worth of paint on it.
And £3,000. They're setting down the box, £3,000. Thank you very much.
By look at the grill. Maybe, I might be wrong.
It's not number 48 on a 6616 Scirocco. This one, the GT also. It is the DSU Auto GT, that's 73 wide miles. Bundles an issue, right colour for it as well. That's clean, bit of help. What do we got? That's 10.5 chaps. Cheap 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, thank you. 86 online, 86, 86, 86, 87 in the room, 87 bid, 87 bid, told to sell, 87, 87, 87 bid, 87 bid, 87 bid, selling all the way at £8,700. Last call and done, 87 bid, 88, 88, I'll give you the same time, 88, 88's there, 88, 88, 87 bid, 87 bid, 87 bid, 88, last call, once, twice, 88. And next one is the Petrol Sapphira. That's a 1.6 petrol jet and a little around 7-seater, right time of year for it. There we go, service history's all there. Again, it's cheap. 1.6 petrol Sapphira 7-seater. Look at the MOT, I've got it. £300 with me. £300, 50, 354, 4, 50, 5, 50, 556, 50, 650 bid, 7, 750, sold, 8, 50. 850, 850 bid, yes or no?
Yes.
75, £900.
One more.
25, 50.
One more.
75,000.
Wanted, doesn't he? No.
Nope. No. £1,000. Thank you, mate. £1,000. Going once. £1,000 going twice and done.
He wanted that 7-seater, didn't he? Yeah. Big old unit.
Long time no see again. Hope you're well. I haven't seen you in Cheltenham for a long while. Next one in, number 37, this one on the 6515. This one is the Toyota Hilux. It is subject to VAT chance. Price is so low. Big old pickup truck now. As you know, as Top Gear approved, that is a pretty much English protocol. It's the lowest bucket in winter. 61,000 miles to over there for you as well. As I said, subject to that voice. Caps at 11 at 7, about 13,750 clean, 11,650 average. What do we got? 10.5 to go, 10.5 for the drop, 10.5, 10.5, 10.5, 10.5, 10.6, 10.7 was in the hole, 10 to the bid, in the hole, 10 to the bid, 10.7, 10.8 on the net, 10.8, 10.8, 10.9 in the room, on sale, 10.9, 10.9, 10.9, 10 number bid, 10 number bid, 10 number bid, 10.9. It's no look at 10,000 number bid, it's in the room, going to sell at 10,009. Last call and another 10 number bid, go once, 10.9, going twice and number bid at 10 and 9.
Not the best, the old van.
And this one is
Bit of a rattle.
16. This one is the Peugeot Block now. Subject to the VAT voice, subject to that. There you go, that's something like 2.5, 3 grand starts. All the way already, 3,000 in. 3 bid, 3,000 now. 3 bid, 1. 2 on the net, 3 in the room, 33, 33, please Anna, 33, 33, 33, yes or no, 33, last ball, once, twice, and 33, last, no. So Joey back, there we go, that's 82, we'll start swapping here, let's go, 7 grand per, 7 grand, 4 by 4, some red car, 70, that's it.
Focus titanium, 134,000 miles, 1.6 diesel, bit mileagey, but cheap though, but you'll do good money.
11 bids in the hall, Spurs in the hall, Spurs down, 13 online, 13, 14 online, 15 in the river soul, 15, 15, 16 online, 16 bid, 16, 16, and 60 win, 17 you was there first, 17, 50 online, same option, 18's in the room, 18, 18 says no, 18 in front, 18 with 18 with 18 with it, going once, twice, and
Not a day car. What? Not a day car. What is the roof doing though?
On the roof.
Yeah, the roof looks a bit odd, doesn't it? A bit flat. Stay at lay on 1.6, automatic.
1.6S auto. That is 100
Beautiful.
There we go. You know 50s.
Oh, jossed it. He's jossed it. Based.
250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 350, working earlier, 350 bid, 350, 350, 350, 454, got about 50, 450 bid, sold, 450, 450, 450, 450 bid, anyway else, 450 once, twice, and that's what you bring up the bid, on the net, 2 3, last ball, that's what you're going to do, 2 3, one shot, once, twice, and another minute, 2 3, 8, try 2 3.
No.
Next one is 204, so 16 again, Michael V. bypass rate. This one's done 48 meters, road miles, services due there to own and car. There we go, that's 35 and a scooter. There we go, so right up there, boys, good, green, right, wrong. Let's go, 2 grand for that. So we'll be making to the mid, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 down to that, 2 mid, 2 mid, 2 mid, 2 mid, and 2 down, 1 on there, 2 up, again, watch it, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, and 2 up,
22.
2 up, 50, 2 up, 50, and 2 up, 50, 2 up, 50, 2 up, 50, 2 up, 50, 2 up, 2, 50.
It's the best of the bunch.
And 20, 52, 52, 52, 3's on there. 2
One
3,
more.
50, 2 3, 50, it's allowed, 4's on the net. Big man, 2 4, 2 4, and 2 4, 2 4, 2 4, it's allowed, 2 4 once, twice, and 24 on that.
It's cheap really, but just a bit too dear for what I'm gonna. They'd be like £5 grand retail. Right, done. Let's get ourselves out of here.
Right, and another auction concluded. We'll have a quick sum up of that video. So we won one vehicle in this part of the auction. So we won the little Hyundai i10. And again, like the Seat we saw in the previous video, I probably gave about £100, £150 too much for it. But I did need stock, so I decided that I would press on nonetheless and buy the car. Now the car was actually quite straight, it was quite a clean thing. I didn't actually initially look at it going round. I don't know why, it sort of fell off my radar. So when it came in, I had to sort of quickly look round it, do the usual checks I could quickly do in that sort of time frame, and decide to place a bid. Now at $14.50, like I said, slightly more than I wanted to pay for it. Bear in mind, it was on the register as a previous category N. Now I couldn't find any damage, so I assume it's been repaired, and it could have been from years ago, you just don't know. But there wasn't anything certainly obvious. Now if the car was on the register, the car would be worth probably excess of nearly £2,000, so it's about right for a vehicle that's been categorised. And obviously, price reflecting it, when we come to sell it, it's going to be worth a bit less as well. But it looks a solid old thing, and to be honest with you, those i10s are quite popular, and being a Cat N, I am willing to give it a roll. We've sold 1 or 2 recently. Obviously, we always declare them, make sure we check them out properly as well, make sure there isn't any nasties been hiding. But so far, touch wood, we've been okay with some category vehicles. But like I said, we try not to buy that many of them unless they're sort of something half decent. I'm hoping this one will be as well. But other than that, we were really struggling. Like I said, we did have a go at a few other bits. I remember the Saphira we had to go at, but we had a guy sort of bidding against me, was really going to town on that one. He wasn't going to give up on it, so I decided to pass on that. And a few other little bits and bobs as well, but we just weren't getting anywhere. Stuff on the day was reasonably expensive. Like I said, at the moment, stuff like that, sort of under 4 or 5 grand, is really where it's at. That's where the market has not faltered at all. That sort of market, that area of the market is still really, really strong, and lots of competition for those type of vehicles. As you could see there, I had to pay all the money for those cars. But I still think there's profit in them, so at the end of the day, as long as there's money in them, it doesn't really matter. A couple of interesting things we saw: the old Seat Leon. That was an old Seat Mark 1 Leon, which is quite a rare thing to see these days, but it was an automatic, blowy exhaust, etc. But, you know, I know it wasn't the best of colours either, but it's an auto, and it does surprise you when a car like that that's coming in blowing exhaust, an old shape Seat doing 450 quid, I think it did, plus the fees. But again, just goes to show automatics are king. At the moment, like I said, sub 4 or 5 grand cars are where it's at, but you get sub 4 or 5 grand cars that are automatic, you've got that golden ticket, because that's what everyone at the moment wants. If I had 20 odd small autos on here, you know, sort of under sort of 1.6, I'd say, even some bigger stuff really, but particularly smaller ones, and cheap automatics, they will just fly out the door. Everybody wants small autos. It's like no one's bothering to take manual tests anymore. We did see a couple of vans as well, and I didn't think they were too dear. The little Citan was a bit under book as well, but it's quite an odd thing. You know, I've never really seen one of those before in that spec. There's a sort of like the car version of it, if you like. But basically, it's just a Renault Kangoo, but it was all right. It was looked a nice thing. And also, we saw the little Peugeot Expert as well. That did okay money, but we did need a bit of paintwork, and it was just a bit worrying why the main agent decided to put that in, because that would usually be the sort of thing that they would probably go on with. But nonetheless, a cheap van for someone else. So overall, it was a reasonably successful day, certainly not one of my best days, and since that video has been filmed, I have actually been back at the auction again and had a bit more success in my last trip. I will do a video on that shortly. I'll probably catch up with you with that next week, where I did win quite a number of vehicles. I had a better look at the draw the following week, and that's how sometimes it goes. You can go there, spend hours at the auction, flog your guts out, put your hands up, trying to bid on 20 and come away with 1 or none or 2 in this case. And other times you can go there, bid on 4 or 5 and win every one you bid on. And that's what happened the following week. But anyway, we'll catch up with that in another video. Thank you for watching this video, guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And also don't forget to check out our sponsor, Vehicle Score. And remember, the promo code, if you want one of their paid checks, CarUK15 is in the link description. But like I said, the basic service to use is completely free. So make sure you give it a try, guys, because it's a really interesting tool. And like I said, it's completely free to use. Thanks, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.